What's going on, everybody? I'm on a couple minutes early. Um, uh, 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 Sorry about that. But hello. Good evening to all. Is anyone with me? Where did I put my lighter? Well, there it is. Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Hey, I'm gonna. Happy High Life to you. To those of you who were over on the Patreon High Live, welcome over. I'm already pretty high. The giveaways over there tonight were the Lights Out hat that you get from being on Lights Out. Super cool to be able to give that to somebody. And another very lucky winner. Congratulations, Kat. Won a jar of Big Franks. A jar of them. Vegetable and grain protein links. Because I saw them in a health food store and I was like, well, these are both weird and gross. Which checks two boxes of why I might buy something. So anything that checks two, I was like, well, I'm buying it. And then once I bought it, I was like, well, I don't want it. So, Kat, congratulations. I know it'll go to good use. Well, that's heavier than I thought it was going to be. Guys, I'm so excited tonight to have Corey on the show. He's so fucking funny. Yeah, it's a can full of wieners. It's exactly what it is. Are you sure? Yo, that hat was already. You got to be over. Oh, I'm outside on my patio. Oh, them? Last week it looked so bare back there, and I can't. I don't want to put anything on the outdoor. This is our outdoor patio. I don't want to put anything on the wall. So I did these things called dream pods, where I used them as guests, and so I have them in my closet, and a bunch of other ones, and so yeah, the bugs are leaving me alone. A 10-second freestyle. Are you a 10-second freestyle? Okay, hold on a second. Hold on, I'm gonna need a beat. Give me a beat.
Me?
Can you give me a beat?
Yeah. What? Yeah. Okay, hold up. This is about to be the most vanilla white boy beatboxing ever, but yeah, I could just for you. Yeah, I can't do it. I'm too high. I can't beatbox. It sounds weird. I feel like with
What's
my
funny?
accent, if I beatbox, it's racist. I don't know why, but it just feels like it.
Yeah, you're probably right. You probably aren't the person who should be doing that. Damn it. Do you know what? Tonight's one of those nights I've dropped almost everything that's touched my hand. Oh, buddy, you're freezing. Hold on. Corey, I'm gonna take you off the screen. You're frozen. Maybe try logging out and logging back in and see if that works. I haven't put the link down there yet. I'm about to. Are you telling me not to go to the bathroom? I'm not going to the bathroom. I have today. I don't know. Just in this. What's the background? I got to wait for Corey to hop back in, Linda, before I link. That's outstanding. You got it, man. Thank you. What's up, Barry? Bradley, what's going on? What's going on, Jeffrey? All right, guys. So today I'm waiting for Corey to jump back in. But while we're waiting, let's read a little bit more of my bet. My butt is so noisy. Now you remember. Hold on one second. Hey, Kareem. All right. You remember, my butt is so noisy. Remember this kid getting chewed out because his ass smelled like a baby crying, and a parrot and a trumpet and a rocket ship and a bomb going off and shit. And so it also did all those noises. Like, to me, this dude sounds pretty talented, you know? Oh, yeah. You can hear the train from here. And I think, what page? I'm sorry. What page did we stop on last time? Does anybody? I'm gonna post the link. Corey, what's going on, my man? Okay, here's what's gonna happen. There he is. You're back. All right. You
Hey,
good, man?
buddy.
Hey, how are you?
Sorry, man. I live in a town that's ran by a horse, so our internet is not always the best. I'm hardwired in, so it's the best as it can be, but I guess there was some sort of malfunction. So, my bad. I hope you got through your freestyle though.
You know what? I started reading. You know, there are these line of, but this is the third in a trilogy.
Really? A
Oh,
fart trilogy?
Yeah, this is the second one. Oh shit! This is the second one.
Okay. Now, what's I broke my butt about? Because I understand my butt is so noisy would be about farting, but what is I broke my butt?
Well, okay. We all went into the same exact question. Okay. Oh, by the way, I live near the trains.
Oh, right on.
But you'll hear them pretty soon. I love it, actually.
You're in Nashville, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I knew that, but I also was like, he could have moved between now and then because I saw everybody else was going to Austin and everybody else is going over here, so I didn't know what the hell was happening.
Dude, I fucking love it here.
It's the best, isn't it? It's so awesome.
Come on, man. I mean, I should have moved here 5 years ago.
Yeah, I'm not now, not right this second, but it's gonna happen for me. I'll be there eventually. I promise. It's because it's too fun, man. And Zany's is, I mean, my God.
Yeah, you should be here. Absolutely, you should be here. All right, hold on. Let me show you. So this dude, and by the way, I got a problem with this dude in general. Let me ask you something.
Dan McMillan is his name?
Oh, Don McMillan. No.
Okay.
I want you to look at the drawing of this person.
Yeah.
And this receding hairline.
Yeah, that's me as a boy.
Is that a child or like a 30-year-old? You know those 30-year-olds that
It sort of looks like Cotton, like Hank Hill's dad as a boy. You know, Cotton Hill. Did you watch King of the Hill?
I mean, but for me also, you know, that's the stride of a grown person.
Absolutely. That's an old man who just shit himself at like the Golden Corral or something.
Okay.
And he's
so
like, and he called it. He's like, oh God, I can.
That's what happens. Oh, sorry. Over here. That's what happens right there.
Yeah.
Okay. So he falls off his bike, right?
Oh, okay. I thought he was shitting himself.
He falls off his bike and then he takes his pants off in the bathroom.
And his butt fell off.
Yeah. Pieces.
So what's the moral of this story? Because I know all kids' books have to have some sort of moral.
Well, you know what? We haven't gotten to the end yet. I only get to
taking you a couple days to get through
It
I broke
does
my
because
butt.
it does because in this children's book, right?
Mhm.
This is the picture of the mom and dad coming up with solutions. He ends up gluing a tray. He puts too much glue on it to put it back together because he's a kid,
Right.
a kid who looks like a grown adult, but whatever, a
He's a kid. He
child.
can't be expected to glue his own butt back together without
No.
failing.
And so when he does that, unfortunately, he ends up gluing the tray, right? As a child would.
Right.
Yeah. So he decides he tries to get it off a bunch of different ways, and just decides, fuck it, I'm cutting a hole in my pants,
Oh
and
my goodness.
I'm gonna roll with it. Okay. Now this is the next picture you see of his mom and dad.
Are they going to weld his butt back on?
Look at his face. He's like, look at those two.
Menacing. Menacing.
Right? I mean, dad. Yeah, they did not do mom and dad justice at all.
No, that's a kind of a terrifying kids book there. This seems like a Tim Burton movie.
The whole line is pretty funny, though. I mean, he ends up being popular because he's got a tray on his ass and he
Yeah,
can
yeah.
slide down hills.
Oh, I thought you meant like he could serve sandwiches to people, like at the parties or something. He just walked around on all fours. You want a pimento cheese, mama?
Man, I can tell you what, though, if I had a tray for an ass, I guarantee you my first priority would be to get really flexible so I could pretend like I was a table, and when somebody went to put something on me, I'd move.
Different phases of my life, I would have used an ashtray for different things. I know, like as a kid, it definitely would have been, slide down hills. And then when I got a little bit older, I would be like, everybody do coke off my butt, and then, and then now it would probably be, I'd say back to sliding down hills.
Yeah, well, let me ask you a question. If you were going to slide down a hill, would you slide down the hill like that? Why are his legs like that? He's in half.
I don't know. Yeah, and also he's not protecting his ass is already fallen off and he's doing nothing to protect the dick. You know what I mean? Like you can't be. That's a very vulnerable position. Like he's just waiting on a split tree to be forked off.
If this was a Bugs Bunny cartoon, you know what's coming.
Oh yeah, Daffy would have put like a stake up in the middle so he can split himself.
But my thing is like, who slides down the hill in half of missionary position? You know
I mean? Half missionary.
You don't do that shit. This is every time I look at it, he's just like half of what you would be doing. And
what is this boy's name?
You're telling me that this looks like a child?
No, it does not. It absolutely looks like he does he does very much have a receipt. Like I started losing my hair at like honestly 2021, and that's what it looked like when I was 23.
Does this child have muscles?
Yeah. Just a jacked bald baby. Just a jacked bald baby just laughing his butt off and gluing it back together.
It's just I'm telling you, the illustrations kill me, man. But because look at this picture, dude. I want you to tell me that this doesn't look like a grown-up going camping.
Absolutely. Of course that looks like a grown-up going camping.
I mean,
how old is he supposed to be?
He's a child, I think. The inventive young hero, but they've never given him a name.
No name, no ass.
Well, the first book was called I Need a New Butt because he found a crack in it.
Oh, that's a good joke to base a whole book on.
Mm-hmm. But then the second one was I Broke My Butt. But the third one, My Butt Is So Noisy, is maybe the
well, yeah. Of course. I've got I can't think of what they're called. And man, if I'd have known that you were going to come at me with all the fart stuff, I should have known. But if I had known, I would have brought this news. It's not a new series. I got these books at McKay's, so they're old. But like they're these books that I gave to my niece, and they're animal fart books. And so each page is a different animal, and it's also got this thing on the side, and it's numbered 1 through 15. And when you're on page 2, that's the elephant. You press 2, and it's a sounding book. It sounds, fart like all the different animals. And me and my niece, just spend a whole day she'll push a button, laugh her ass off. I'll push a button, laugh my ass off. I don't remember what they're called, but I'll find them and I'll send you a link.
I am gonna need one of those in my repertoire.
Fart audio books.
I can't. I'm gonna tell you, I'm a little embarrassed that I didn't know that was happening.
I'm a little embarrassed that I think we got into the wrong field, like having to write jokes and go up on stage. Like we should have been writing fart books from day one.
And by the way, Corey, you've been on StreamYard before?
I have been on StreamYard before.
So you're in the StreamYard chat.
Yes.
I'm looking at the Facebook and the YouTube chat.
Okay, yeah, I can see them all here. Somebody said, what's the book called? Farmhouse Flashlight. Is that the right chat that I'm in?
You're in the StreamYard chat, I think.
Yeah.
Can holding in a fart kill you? I think you would have to hold in more than one.
I think, yeah, it would have to be a long time before the gas, I think, could do anything terrible to you. But also, I've found that eventually the fart runs the show. You know what I mean? Like if the fart wants to go, the fart's going to go. Like you can hold it as much as you want to, but eventually it's going to be like, because like we've all been on a date, like that first date with a girl. And usually if you can make it, it's great. If you can make it and you get home before it happens in front of her, that long first, like you're so nervous, you rip that 20-minute long fart. You've only got like 30 more minutes to hold that before it's fucking coming out. So I don't think that you could hold. I don't think a fart could kill you.
Yeah,
I think it could kill somebody else.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, man, for me, like, it's gotta go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's gotta go. It's gotta go. Apologies to everybody.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm on a plane, I try to go fart it out before I get on the plane. If you ever see me at the airport, and I'm walking around like pacing and I'm about to get on the plane, just know I'm walking around farting, just like I got to get them all out, because there's nothing worse than being on a plane sitting next to somebody, you got to fart, you got 3 hours left. Then it's like, okay, I know, I'll just go to the bathroom in the plane that's right next door to everyone's ears and is tiny. So the second you fart, you open the door, which wafts the smell all the way to the people in first class, who frankly are the only people that you don't want to know you farted. You don't give a fuck about the people in the back. I'll fart on them. You know what I mean? They're in the back. They deserve to be farted, but I can't let me and my people up in first class know that I'm farting. We're supposed to be fartless. We're supposed to get all the farts out by the pretzel stand.
Let me tell you something, man. It's worse to fart in the bathroom because in the bathroom, people know it's you.
Yeah, right, exactly.
In your seat, they can only guess.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They can take an educated guess.
Right. Yeah, and I look like the guy who farted all the time. Like, I do.
Yeah.
Like I did, like even if, and it's when we're on tour, dude, it makes me so mad because Drew and Trey, they've like put up polls on Twitter. They're like, of the three of us, who looks like they farted the most? And it's always overwhelmingly it's me. So whenever we're anywhere together, if one of them has to fart, they always just fart, and they're just like, they're gonna think it's you. And I'm like, God damn it, that's true. And like, I can't tell you how many times I've gone to the bathroom on the plane. When you like you walk in and somebody has already done it, but you know that you're going to be blamed for it. Do you ever like have? I'm such a lunatic, and I've literally almost done this. I've literally opened the door and almost went, by the way, this was already here. You know what I mean? Just so y'all know, this was already here.
You know what I usually do? I will go. I'll give it just so the people up front kind of know. I'll give them what the
yeah.
But yeah, I think on the plane it's fair game. But I have a fun game to play.
Okay.
That I don't think I've ever done before. And I'm getting high enough for this to be perfect game for us.
This is the highest I've been in a long time, just for you, by the way.
Thank you so much. What if we have people ask us questions that they're positive we don't know the answers to,
Oh, I love this.
and then we pick one and give our answers?
I love that. Mainly, I'm probably about to get embarrassed, but I do
No,
also.
no. We'll only do something that we both don't know, and we can
Okay.
text each other. We don't have to if you don't want to say it out loud.
No. That's fine. I don't give a shit.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
say it out loud. I don't mind being dumb.
Liquid death. All right.
I love that stuff, by the way.
So good.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's water. It sure is water.
Yeah. Dave says crop dusting first class on the way back to coach is my favorite airplane sport. Huh.
I hear you.
Hilarious.
I hear you. We're still better than you, but I hear you. I'm kidding.
So
By the
funny.
way, I get let me. A lot of people on here don't know me. Let me preface all these first class airplane jokes by saying I get bumped up because of status, not money. Like I sit in first class all the time, but it's because my ass flies a lot. Not my ass books coach, and I get lucky. By the way, speaking of, I'm pretty sure I walked in on a Larry King shit one time. I sat next to Larry. Yeah, I sat next to Larry King on a flight, and I passed out for a little bit. But then, like I saw that he had gotten up from his seat, came back. Then I got up and went in, and like it was like, and he died like a month later. And I could have told you, I'd been like, I smelled that dude's shit. He was definitely on his way out.
That smelled like death.
Yeah, he was on his way out.
Hey, hold on 1 second. My battery just fell out. Hold on.
Oh, you're good.
Hold on.
I'll just keep this show going while Josh is gone. Somebody said, have you ever stuck your finger in your butt? That was Tiffany McDonald. Thank you, Tiffany, for that question. I have stuck my finger in my butt. To me, I think everybody's at least given that a go once or twice. To me, it's not have you ever, it's which knuckle. You know what I'm saying? First, there was only the first one, and that was just to be like, hey, you know what? Because here's the deal. Like, I'm a heterosexual man, but everyone's asshole's the same. And there's a lot of people that seem to really like it. So, you know, not bad. So, Josh has no idea what's going on.
No, I don't.
Oh, man.
How'd that go?
It was pretty good. Somebody asked me if I'd stuck a finger up my butt, and I answered. Now everybody's grossed out.
If you've ever done it to yourself?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, right. You just, I mean, I was curious. Yeah.
Yeah.
I said that it's not a question of if you've done it, it's how many knuckles.
Yeah, it's how deep you've gone. Yeah. It's actually, let's be more specific. What was your level of commitment?
Exactly.
I mean, are you going hard in the paint or are you fucking pulling up for three?
I was, it was a layup for sure. It was definitely a layup. Dude, how do you, I don't understand your weed intake. It blows my mind. I think me and you've talked about this before. We were both high and we don't remember it. But like, so do you know how much so tonight for your podcast, for this show, high times, high life, I'm high. I high live. I took twice the amount of marijuana.
Good Lord, I can't wait to edit that together.
I took twice the amount of marijuana that I would normally take because I was like, oh, you know, it's my buddy. I'm going to do the gimmick. Do you know how much twice the normal is for me?
How much?
5 milligrams. I take 2.5 milligrams, and that does me fine. I have literally been with you when you were like, oh, the 100 milligram Chiba Chew. We'll see what happens. Everybody, Josh Wolf. Down. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? How are you doing this? I would be in the hospital.
Yeah. That 100 milligram is what takes me through those late shows on Saturday nights.
I do not get it. It's impressive. I'm so jealous of you. Like I literally think about you all the time. Like I think about, this is, you probably think I'm a creepy dude. Every time I get high, get a little bit too high, I think about you and I just go, I'm so jealous of Josh Wolf. Like I wish that I could just have that type of weed tolerance. Like I would never drink again.
Yeah, but I'm the other way. I wish I was like you and I could just be like, you know what? I'm going to take a hit.
Oh, no. See, I can't even really do joints. If I'm super hammered at a party, once I get to a certain level of drunk, all weed does to me is make me a little bit more drunk, so it's fine. but I can't go from sober to too high because then I get in my head.
Hey,
And
you don't throw up when you're drunk and then you smoke weed?
I'm a dude, no, man, but only because like, and this is unfortunate, and this is not a brag. I'm kind of, I guess I'm a little ashamed of it, but like, I can drink so much, it's insane. Like, it's not healthy. It's not healthy. I'm not proud. This is not me bragging. I'm just saying,
All right,
like,
give me a ballpark. What are we talking about?
I'm saying that if me and my buddies had a bonfire tonight, I could easily put away 35 beers in a sitting. Like, not a problem. Like,
Get
no
the
problem.
fuck
No problem.
out.
And then I could smoke a joint and then I'd probably go to bed. And I would wake up and feel horrible, but like I'll be all right, you know.
Get the fuck at 35 beers.
Yeah, I could drink 20 and mow the goddamn yard. You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
see, this is how I feel about you and weed.
But that is look, I think if I had 7 beers, you'd probably have to call somebody.
Man, I would like I have like cut it down a lot during the pandemic. I don't drink the way that I used to.
You down to the 20, 22, 23?
No, it's funny you said it because like actually like I will sometimes just have 2 beers and do a podcast with my friends and then I'll go to bed and I'm like, it's fine. I also went 4 months completely sober during the pandemic.
Oh.
Also quit nicotine completely. I became a better person in the pandemic. Nobody thought that was possible, but I did it. Only me, baby. So I cut down on my drinking a little bit. And so I did 4 months sober and I truly thought, I was like, you know what? I got a thing coming up. I want to have some beers with my buddies. You know, it's fine. You've been sober for 4 months, but whatever. I was like, I bet you now I won't be able to go back and drink near as much as I used to. At first day, I had like 30 beers. I was like, woo! So some people got it. You know what I mean? Like you just can't coach that shit.
Wow, that is, I mean, so have you always been that way in high school? High school, you were that dude.
Yeah, and drugs too, man. Like, and I got this from my uncle, but like our tolerance for drug, except weed though, except the one that it would be awesome if I could handle. But like me, like I was always the dude that could take more drugs, drink more beer, and then be fine while everybody else passed out, and then I'd drink all their beer, take all their drugs.
Okay, let me ask you a question. When you say fine, are you drunk and high?
Yeah, I'm definitely feel good and all that stuff, and I know that I'm drunk. I've had moments where I was like, man, I don't remember a lot last night, and people would tell me, they were like, really, you didn't seem that drunk, like you just didn't seem drunk at all. Now, I do know sometimes if you bring liquor into the equation, I can definitely get wasted if it's liquor, but if it's beer, it's like I get drunk, but I always have some control over my faculties. Like I know what's going on. I can like. If like somebody comes up and like, oh, I don't need to be that drunk when I have this conversation, I can shut it down. With liquor though, like somebody, dude, I went to AEW Double or Nothing, the pay-per-view in Jacksonville. And I don't remember, this dude posted a video that he'd seen me and he came up and I guess in my drunk state, I was like, turn your goddamn camera on. And I just started like cutting a promo on his camera and he posted it to Twitter. I remember none of that shit. I looked and sounded like the drunkest lunatic you've ever seen in your life. Like I look like I should be put in jail forever to keep children safe. But I had been drinking tequila too. So like I can get drunk, but like not normally on beer.
Yeah, for me, man, I can stay, like people on this show have seen me like probably, there was one show where I think I did like 200 milligrams of edibles, and I think I did 1.5 grams of mushrooms, and was a couple joints in, and was just. But I think I was still carrying on. Well, let's ask. Let's ask if I still can carry on conversations. Who's been here through those?
Whenever I take mushrooms, I don't do anything else because I feel like nothing else matters.
Yeah. I
Like
really
the
should.
mushrooms do like so, and that's another one too. I could take a garbage bag full of mushrooms, and I mean I would trip. Don't get me wrong, but like I've never had a bad trip. I see people have them all the time. I take them all the time. It's just like, dude, to me, mushrooms are like my Marvel Secret Soldier serum. Like they just make me the best version of myself.
They're so good.
They're
They're
awesome.
so good. But you probably go into them with I always tell people, I go, if you're super nervous to take them,
Don't do it.
don't take 'em.
Yep, you are correct, my friend. You got to be whatever mood. Very often, whatever mood you go in is the mood you're gonna have. So, like, get your shit together. Get your shit. Yeah, mushrooms are not like I'm having a bad day. I'm gonna take some mushrooms.
Smoke some weed.
Yep.
But if you're having a great day, or things are just you're happy in general, it's a fun ride.
It's a great ride.
I'm with you, man. Any kind of tension, if I'm like anxious,
Nope.
it really feels like when I'm anxious sometimes, it turns it super speedy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah, for sure, man, dude. But my thing is like that's weed to me too. Like weed don't calm my anxiety; it makes it worse. Like if I like here's where I'm at. If we just had a long day and maybe we had like a pitch meeting or something, I'm super stressed out, and a lot of people, normal people, sane people like you would be like, I'll smoke a little joint. I'll smoke the joint, get in my head and go, my career's fucking over. That was the worst goddamn meeting I've ever had. What am I even doing? Oh my God, I'm super high. What if the president called right now and wanted to talk? I'm super like, I need therapy is what I need.
Not me, man. It would just calm me down.
I envy that.
Let me get to these questions. Guys, we completely forgot to answer the questions that we knew we wouldn't know the answer to.
Oh, right on. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, me too. I'm sure there's some good
Do you
ones.
forget things often on this show? I would say.
Well, let's ask somebody who's here a lot. Hey, Kat.
Hey.
Do I forget things often on the show?
No, because then you come on here and you go, hey, what was I doing? And I'll tell you what you were doing.
Oh, I love you for that.
That's usually what happens, actually.
Yeah. That's why I'm always on standby.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, man. I forget things constantly. I forget things mid-sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So sometimes if I pause like that, then I'm like, what the fuck was I just saying?
I've done that. I've done that a lot. And then also I do the thing when I'm really high, there will be something that I think in my mind it was super interesting, but I don't realize how specific it is to me. And then I'll start telling the story. And then like halfway through the story, I realize like this ending is the worst ending to a story ever. Nobody here is going to get this, but I've already started talking. And so now I got to finish it. And it's,
Yeah.
And it's the worst. Like I left a party one time because I told a bad story.
Yeah.
Told a bad story, got embarrassed, called an Uber, didn't tell anybody I was leaving. I was like, I can't fucking hang around after that. It's like when you have a bad set, you don't go shake everybody's fucking hand. You go out the back door.
All right. Let me see what you got. You guys do keep me on track. Hit me with asking me a question. Oh, thanks, Justin. Ask us a question we don't know the answer to. We'll answer it. Yeah. How could you not like this dude? You can see the comments when I put them up there, right?
I can. And thank you. I appreciate that. Kat, I like you too, for the record.
Huh? Oh, you mean mushrooms?
How people say like, oh, did you eat the stem or did you eat the cap? Because the cap is more of like a visual thing. Do you think that's real?
I don't know. I've never split them up.
I've also only heard some lunatic on mushrooms saying it, and he never seems right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. In general, I don't listen to people who are mushrooms. There's no, I mean, they mean well. We do. I took some the other night, and I was like, I had some great ideas. I wrote them down because I was like, I'm not forgetting these. And I went back to them, and I was like, good God.
Yeah.
So I almost FaceTimed people and woke them up.
Because you thought something was so good?
Yeah. I'm so glad I did.
I've done that so many. Me and my buddy Robbie, he's not a stand-up comedian, but he's just a funny joke writer for no reason. He just is hilarious, and we call those halibut, because there was an episode of Seinfeld where Seinfeld had woken up in the middle of the night, scribbled up something, laughed super hard at it, woke up the next morning and was like, what is this? And they were trying to decipher it. And somebody goes, it looks like it says, can you fax me a halibut? Is that anything? Is that anything? So anytime you write down a stupid joke, that's a fax you a halibut moment. Ooh, what does Lake Titicaca mean?
I like this one.
So I know that Do you
know the answer to this?
No, I think I know the stupid answer, which is like Titicaca means poop and piss or something like that. But like I know that ain't really it. Surely, if it is, I win. But like I have no idea. It's a funny ass name though.
Do you want to give a guess?
Titty. I honestly I wouldn't even. I mean, titty, root word, boob, caca, slang for shit, tits and poop.
All right, that's actually as good a guess as any.
I'm sure that was very offensive. I have no idea.
I'm gonna say, Gary, that Lake Titicaca comes from, there was this dude who was in charge of naming things. And he was the head of the area where this lake was. And as he found the lake, he also birthed his first son. Mm-hmm. And he said, we'll name the lake after the first noise that comes out of the baby's mouth.
It's funny.
It was Titicaca.
Titicaca. There you go. Well, Gary, were we right? he said no.
Listen, I'll tell you something. Yours was probably closer.
Really? You think so?
Gary, what does it mean? What is it? Well, I know. Look at
a lot of people saying tit shit.
Look at him. Yeah, of course. No. No shit. Can you tell us what it is, though?
He says TT equals puma, caca equals rabbit. So puma rabbit.
Oh,
well, I'll be damned. I don't like that as much.
I gotta tell you, I think my story was better.
For sure.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. I mean, you know what I mean? Not unless you know somebody up in the Lake Titicaca areas.
Well, where is Lake Titicaca?
Well,
it's like, dude, there's so many. I'm one of the most geography dumb motherfuckers that have ever lived. Like, especially for someone who like otherwise tries to come off as though they know things from time to time. I don't know things.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. I would tell you that I could probably fill in the 50 states. I could definitely not do the capitals.
I could definitely fill in the 50 states. Once we got up to that little northeast region where everything's like a centimeter on the map, but yeah. I might flip two of them. The capitals, yeah, I'm out. I used to. I know as a kid I knew them all. But I don't now. I could definitely tell you what all the continents are, but like countries and stuff over in Europe, I just know it's like there's just a lot of them right there. That's where they are. You can get on a train and go to all of them, so it don't really matter if I'm looking at a map. I'm gonna put it in Uber.
Hold on, Ty, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I got a question for you, man.
Oh, okay.
How long did it take you to quit like tobacco? That's been my fight for a while now.
I assume you mean me. Or did you also? Yeah, did you also quit smoking cigarettes, or did you ever smoke cigarettes?
I've been attempting. I started at 14. I quit smoking and I went to dipping, and I hate it. I'm trying to figure out a replacement for it.
So with me, I will definitely say, then this is just true. It sounds cliche, but like, you know, you got to want to quit for you. It can't be because for me, I would always have like a girlfriend who was like, quit smoking. I don't like the way you smell. And so I'd quit for like a day, and then I'd be like, you know what? Fuck you. I'll smell how I want to smell. I like cigarettes. And then one day I'll tell you what it was. I got sick. I'd been wanting to quit, and I got sick, and I was like, hey, you're sick. You probably won't be able to smoke for a week because of your throat and stuff. Use that as the jumping off point. And then I just kept it going. I did vape because in my mind I was like, well, this is definitely better because I feel better. Even though they were like, it's just as dangerous. I was like, it feels better. So I was vaping. And then back in August, our podcast was sponsored by this nicotine gum. And I was like, yeah, I'll try it. And unbeknownst to me, I chewed it and then realized, oh my God, I hadn't even vaped all week. And then I just was like, cool. And I haven't had a vape or a dip or anything since August. So like legit, the gum worked, like for real. They don't sponsor us anymore. So I'm not trying to just put them over. But you know what I mean? Like I'm being,
right.
I'm being for real. But it's difficult, man. But I think it's one of those, like, it's one of them just like you can't turn your back on the process because like it could be over any second. Like I know that because I quit one time for 4 months and went right back to it. And my friend gave me a really good piece of advice, which was this: never say, I'm never having another cigarette again. You have to say, I'm not going to have a cigarette today, because I'm getting real Dr. Phil now. Everyone can handle a day, Ty. One day at a time,
Right.
we can all do that. But forever seems like an eternity and can make you anxious, which is a cause for wanting a cigarette. And it's a vicious cycle, Ty. But yeah, you just got, it's just
I feel
one.
you.
Thanks. Yeah, it's just one day at a time, and also expect to gain 40 pounds.
Yeah, because I dip constantly. My wife, she's like, yo, you need to stop.
Yeah.
And lately I've been wanting to, but it's just like killing me. It's like, ugh.
No, it's rough, man. Like it you know, it's super addictive and also like just readily available. Like you can just always get it, you know, but like, yeah, man, I'd say number one, just don't be too hard on yourself. Just take it a little at a time. If it's like, hey, I didn't have one this week, then I had one, like, you know what I mean? And, you know, cutting down a little bit, just give yourself a break. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard enough. Like, it's legit tough. But yeah, man, you just got to want it, baby. But I promise you this, Josh knows I'm the biggest loser, piece of shit, lunatic on earth, and I did it. So you can do it.
Oh, for sure. Thank you, man. Sorry, Josh. I didn't mean to take over your show with that. I just wanted some insight, brother.
No apologies needed. That's a pretty important message. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
That. Yep.
Thanks, brother. Good luck to you.
You know, I used I used to smoke right before I went on stage, right?
Of course, and right after.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna start smoking again. Just remembering that particular cigarette, that's a good one.
Mandy says she quit smoking for 10 years and started again 2 months ago. I don't know why it's harder this time.
Dude, I hear stuff like that all the time, and it terrifies me because I'm weak. I'm so weak. Dude, I won't even walk by the Scientology building, like, even as a goof, because I'm like, I'm weak. They'll get me. Like, so you know what I mean? They've taken better men than me. But, like, with cigarettes, like, 10 years, oh, God, I bless you, Mandy.
Beth said to me, because I said, I want to go in there. And she goes, don't go in.
No.
And I was like, why not? She said, because I'm sure there have been guys just like you,
of course,
who thought they were going in,
dude, and
never came out.
The way that I try to rationalize it to some people is this. I don't know if you saw recently that Tom Cruise just filmed what he considers his most dangerous stunt of all time on the new Mission Impossible. The stunt in question, he literally rides a motorcycle off of a cliff, jumps off of the motorcycle, and pulls a parachute. Okay? They got that guy. You know what I mean? The Scientologist got that guy. He's way stronger than me. I love to belong to things, and I love magic and alien stuff. They'd get me. I know they'd get me. I ain't going in.
You know who else they got? They got a guy who's I don't know, mid 60s, gotta be. And every movie he's in, I'm like, man, I hope he dances in this movie.
A 60-year-old that
Travolta, any movie
Oh, Travolta. Yeah,
in,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
any movie he's in, I'm like, man, I hope he dances in this fucking movie.
He hasn't danced in a while, has he?
I don't think so.
He also hadn't put out a good movie in a while. Coincidence? I don't think so. This motherfucker needs to dance.
We need to get it. You know what? By the way, last week, I have to tell you something. I found something out that blew my mind, and I'm going to need your opinion.
Okay.
So, hippos kill, I think we actually, guys, I heard, we said 500 on here, but I heard online 3,000 people a year.
Hippos?
Hippos. Will somebody Google it? Oh, Travolta is right. Will somebody Google?
Is it just, you think, is it like they try to get too close to him on the safari type thing?
Well, here's the thing, though.
They are hungry.
But
I'm so sorry. God damn it.
Get me with this. Ready? How come you and I can't get together and pitch a couple shows for Hippo Week?
Yeah.
Instead of Shark Week, they kill so many more people than
That's
sharks.
That's true. That is true. Yeah, because sharks only kill like maybe 3 people a year.
I mean, not
Maybe
that
3.
many.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And listen, when you tune into Shark Week, what are you really tuning in for?
Yeah, I want to hear about motherfuckers getting bit, eaten, seeing them. Now, I mean, watching them eat other fish is cool. And see, with sharks, like the ocean is so wild and crazy and cool looking. I feel like that does a lot of the lifting for Shark Week. Like we like seeing the shark in their element.
Yep.
But I mean, the Serengeti fucking rips too, I think. You know what I mean? Like that's fun stuff.
Listen, dude, a hippo, it kills 3,000 people a year.
How? I mean, I know how. Like, obviously, I can see how a hippo would do it, but who the fuck is getting this close to hippos?
Oh, is it 2,000?
Either fucking what, dude? If it's 1,000, that's insane to me. I believe it, but like that's but like, of course, I mean, I guess it's just because I'm like, I don't remember the last time I saw a hippo. No shit, I live in Georgia, but like, if you're around where hippos are, I guess you can get took out.
Listen, here's the deal. You know what I found out last week? Did you know they submerge underwater and take like swallow air and submerge and bounce up?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, they chase down boats.
I genuinely, like, all of my knowledge of hippos before you started talking would have led me to believe that they were like they were probably very passive. I would even say vegetarian. Like a triceratops was a vegetarian. Like it's not weird for a big animal to just be a leaf eater. I would have thought they were leaf eaters. They were very passive. I would not have thought they were a huge killing machine.
Yeah, so we're getting 2 numbers. 500 in Africa.
That's still a lot to me. That's a lot.
And
Somebody says 3,000. So it's somewhere between 500 and 3,000.
But to me, but it's so many more than sharks.
I know, way more.
And you know, we had a couple ideas last week for shows, but I think Hippo Week, man, and I think you would be the perfect host.
Thank you for that.
Hippo Week?
I do too. Yeah, dude. If you put me out, my fat ass in one of those like khaki vests with all the pockets and shit, out there with some hippos, yeah, I'd crush. I also would get killed. I would definitely get killed.
Oh, well, first of all, you wouldn't. But second of all, if you did, great TV.
For sure. And also sweet release. You know what I mean? He died doing what he loved, standing next to a hippopotamus on national television.
Hey, you know, one time I worked with a chimpanzee, right? I know.
First off, I know exactly what you mean, but it's so hilarious to phrase it, even though accurately, I worked with a chimpanzee once because it just seems like you were just at a place and they hired a chimpanzee. You know what I mean? Like you were just at a call center and they were like, Bill can't be here. We got a temp though. And it's just this, it's just Dunstan just walks in and just like, and starts making calls. And I worked with a chimpanzee once. He was a dickhead. He was like, hey, can I take a 10-minute smoke break? I don't smoke because I'm a monkey, but if he gets 10 minutes to smoke, can I fucking at least go out there? It's dickhead chimp.
I work with a chimpanzee actually would be a great name for a children's book.
It would. What were you doing with a chimpanzee? That was a show. It was a show, right?
I was doing some work with Nintendo.
Okay. That's awesome.
And I'm holding the chimp's hand. And I had a paper in my hand. And the guy goes to me, hey. I go, yeah. And he goes, hey, if he takes the paper out of your hand, don't take it back.
Like, because the monkey would get like aggressive, like motherfucker.
It'll rip your face off. Like that was
Wow.
his paper. That was his paper now. And I was like, yeah, good note.
Oh man. That's what, because chimps can do, they can fuck you up, right?
Real fucking fast.
It'd be great TV.
Yeah, dude. Listen. When I did this show, Shark After Dark, was it that the one?
I love your life so much. I'm always jealous of you just because of the weed thing, but I'm also like, oh yeah, he also works with Monkey and Nintendo's and Sharks After Dark. That's so awesome.
Dude, but we on one of the live shows, we were testing this shark-proof chainmail.
Oh, right on.
Bite-proof, right? But the guy said, hey, we shouldn't try it during rehearsal. We were like, why not? He was like, we've never done it before.
Right. What if it we need to tape this?
Yeah. I mean, I was like, shit. Yeah. Crazy.
Did y'all end up testing it?
No. We did it on TV.
Okay.
Yo, the dude whose suit it was. So here's the deal. The suit definitely stops the puncture.
Right.
But
the weight.
Not the pressure.
Right, exactly. It still break your bone.
And so the guy put one on his hand. And one of the guys from The Walking Dead, Josh McDermott, was doing that through his fingers with an ice pick and got him in the middle a couple of times by accident, but pretty hard.
Right.
And broke his hand, but didn't puncture the suit.
That's bananas.
But live TV, the dude took it like a
champ. Yeah.
Because it was his suit.
Of course. I mean? Right. Yeah. He had to no sell it.
Oh, he can't be running around. He has to 100% go hard on the sale. But they stabbed me right. I go, well, let's not go over the heart. And they were like,
yeah, right. Yeah, how about anywhere else but there?
But they were like, this is where the camera's set up. And I was like, right. So we just did it right there. Man, this dude, my buddy Michael Cudlitz. It's online somewhere where you can see he tries it soft. And I go, we can do it harder.
Stab me. Really stab me.
And he tries it again. And I go, you can do it a little harder. He tries it again. And the knife bowed. But it didn't puncture.
That's fucking bananas.
His suit. It was crazy.
Is this the stuff that looks like the stuff that like knights in King Arthur's court used to wear? Yeah. That shit's wild.
And you can see videos of them putting their arms in sharks' mouths.
I'm out. Just stay away from the sharks. You know what I mean? You could do that.
That's what I vote for too, man. What are we doing?
Some people are just like, I got to go near the sharks, so I'll have to wear metal. That's a good thing. Hey, wrap me in metal and throw me in the fucking ocean. I'm a genius.
So one other fun Shark Week story. They had me go swim with the sharks, right? But little did they know, I don't really know how to I've never put on a wetsuit.
I thought you were about to say swim. I don't know how to swim, but
I've never put on a wetsuit. I'm not a great swimmer,
Yeah.
right? I've never put on a wetsuit. I've never worn a snorkel. I've never worn the flippers, anything. And so I was going out there and they made me sign 2 waivers. And finally the guy was like, he can't do this. They were like, he's going to sink and die.
Yeah.
Which wouldn't have been great. Now, let me ask you something, man. Oh, let's ask us one more question.
Oh, yeah, I think there was some up there.
Yeah, I can't do any of that. How the fuck are you supposed to swim with sharks covered in metal?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's a tough ask.
I mean, there's no way. There's no way. How are you under pressure?
Me?
Yeah.
It really depends on what type of pressure.
Sharks.
Like, no good. I'm not good under, like, if this is like, if this is like pressure, like I'm on stage, the mic and the power just went out. I'm finishing the show and I'm going to smash. Those pressure situations where it's still in the vein of the thing that I do, I can nail it. You know, if something wild went wrong in a pitch meeting, I know how to but in like real life, I'm a basket case. I will stump my toe and then it'll scare me and I'll run head first in the wall. I will I'll almost have a panic. If I see somebody at the grocery store and I know I haven't seen them in a long fucking time, but I also know that I've got to get to my house in 5 minutes because my wife is waiting on me to bring the chips that I forgot before we leave to the party. I will do this whole thing in my head where I'm just like, I really need to talk to them, but I haven't seen them in a while. So it's going to be longer than a 5-minute catch up. And I can't look like a dickhead. So now I have to play Frogger through the entire store so as to avoid them. And then end up being late to my house anyways because I forgot the chips again because I was doing all that. So like, no, pressure situations, I'm not good at them. Sharks, out. No, I would probably, I think, walk knowingly and welcomely into the face of death. You know what I mean? Like if I was down there, I'd be like, cool. If I get eaten by a shark, that's the only way I may die with dignity. People were like, that's badass. He didn't stand a chance. You know what I mean? As opposed to like what's probably going to happen to me, which is drink 35 beers and get arrested and then, accidentally crack my head on the back of the police car or some shit.
Let me tell you something. I've always said this because I'm with you on all that.
Are you?
And the only good thing about being eaten by a shark is nobody would hear me scream like a bitch.
Right. And you would.
Oh.
I would too. Yeah, it'd be bad.
I mean, I'm assuming anyway, Corey, I jazz hand.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
I jazz hand. I shriek. I make a high pitched shriek sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Let me think what else. I have been known to maybe scoot quickly in one direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I scare very easily, and
Me too.
And every time I yell curse words.
Another joint, just so you know.
You're an insane person. Every time I get scared, my wife scares me on purpose because she knows I get scared easily, and she'll just like come up behind me when I've got headphones on, or something like that, and every single time it's just like 4 or 5 curse words in a completely nonsensical order, like just shit, piss, my fucking pussy dick butt. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't even know, like, and I can't control it. So like, if I was at church and got scared, that's what would come out of my mouth, and I'd be like, y'all, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you don't choose your emotions.
Yo, I love people who get scared like that. What's your favorite reaction to get when you scare somebody? Well,
I try not to scare people because I'm so sensitive to it because I get scared. But I remember one time this has happened to my sister a couple times because she startles easily like me. I remember one time I walked in. I told my sister I was coming over, and I called her, and so I just walked in. I knocked on the door a little bit and walked in the house, and she was standing there, and I guess she wasn't ready for me, and she turned around and she laughed and farted. or she not laughed, but she went "Ah!" and a fart came out. She's definitely done that a couple of times.
I've never.
My sister's gonna be so mad if I just told a bunch of people that she farted.
I've never performed the scare fart. It is now. I just want you to know you've added a goal for me in my life. The scare
Well, if you ever scare me, there's a good chance that I'll also fart.
By the way, why haven't you made T-shirts that say "I look like the guy who farted"?
Because apparently I don't want to make money. Because those would sell.
Yeah,
I look like the guy who farted.
Why haven't you made those T-shirts?
I'm probably going to when we start the tour back because need to make up for lost time.
That T-shirt will sell like crazy.
You know why? Because people won't buy it for themselves; they'll buy it for their brother.
I'm just gonna ask a couple people randomly if they would buy it. All right, ready for the pressure?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Would you buy one of those, James?
Yes.
Would you buy one of those T-shirts?
Hell yeah.
Go Cubs.
Wait a second. Andrew.
Yeah.
Yo.
Up?
Would you buy one of those T-shirts?
I might. But you know me, I don't really wear too many shirts. So
That's the thing. You buy it for a friend because they're the ones
yeah,
who look like they farted.
Would be good for a buddy.
That's the move right there.
Yeah.
It's a good gift.
A funny thing, you were talking about those chimps. Where I used to go to school for college, there was actually a chimposium there for years. It was a trip, man. So we had chimps on campus, man.
That's
Those things
great.
were wild.
Where was that?
At Central Washington University in Ellensburg. They shut it down years ago, but like they would taught them sign language and all sorts of stuff. But like their cage was open air, so you could hear them hooting and hollering like in between classes and stuff. It was crazy.
That's crazy to hear monkeys in between classes.
And I remember, you go in there for tours, and one of them would love shoes, like had like a shoe fetish or something. So it always signed to see everybody's shoes, and it was crazy how they would be able to communicate with the staff. And if you spoke sign language or could do ASL, you could chat with them.
That's
shoe
nuts.
fetish? Did I hear that right?
Yeah, one of them would always sign to see your shoes. I don't know the sign language for it, but they would sign, and you'd put your shoe up near the glass, and they would go crazy. You'd love looking at your shoes.
That whole foot fetish thing.
There's freaks. Thanks, Andrew. There's freaks all over.
That's got to be. I feel like though, like my thoughts on that, or used to. I had a buddy who was like, he was a foot fetish guy, and I'm from the South, so you just hear the word fetish, and you're just like, oh, that means weird, blah blah blah. But now the older I get and stuff, I'm like, just like feet, that's fine. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of the best. Like if you're going to be a dude, I know it seems weird, but like I feel like I can't speak on behalf of all women, but I'd much rather have a dude just be really super into my feet. Like that just seems like you're having to bargain less. You know what I mean? Like you can make that guy really happy all the time. If you can make that guy happy all the time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You don't have to worry about just feet. I think that's great. And again, like it's just not. I don't know. It's not that weird. Like I mean, feet ain't titties. Don't get me wrong, but
By the way, hey, that should be your next T-shirt.
Feet ain't titties.
Yeah.
You heard it here first, folks. Feet ain't titties. Oh my God.
Kat says my feet. Nothing wrong at all with a sexy heel.
There you go, C-Ball. C-Ball knows what's up.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, foot fetish means a lot of foot rubs. Okay. So apparently I was speaking for all women. Who knew? That's great.
Dude, I mean, there was probably a question there that we didn't think you were going to get the answer right to.
Right?
Nailed it.
Just be open-minded, man.
By the way, I hope you remember those. I think those are two legitimate T-shirt ideas.
I do. Matter of fact, you know what? Since
You better write them down.
I have my stationery right here,
Because,
and I have my stupid highlighter right here.
oh, yeah.
Feet ain't titties. Titties. And what was the other one? I look like the guy who farted.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, and by the way, hey, if we've already talked, I'm gonna move you out of the chat so other people can join in. Okay. Well, if we've already talked, well, just do me a favor and remove yourself so I don't have to do it. I appreciate it very much.
Sorry, yeah, I'm smelling this marker. Everybody's like, we would have never took Corey for someone to sniff markers.
Oh, dude, let's make if we were making a bet, which one of those T-shirts sells better?
Okay. Now,
Let's talk it out.
Yeah. I subscribe to the notion that I think is pretty undeniable that farts, no matter what, are the funniest thing in the world. Like, they just are. Like, everybody wants to be like, oh, I remember one time, it was not that long ago, actually, on Twitter, I made some sort of fart joke, and somebody commented on there. They were like, Corey, I can't believe you're doing toilet humor, fart jokes. You're above this. And I was like, first off, no, I'm not. Like, I ain't above shit, lady. But secondly, like, farts are just one of them things where, like, you try to talk yourself out of it. You're like, I'm old now. I'm not going to do the fart jokes. And then they always come back around because they're undeniable. So because of that, obviously a shirt with fart on it's going to do well, I think.
Yeah, but now we're getting a lot of feet and titties, because here's what I would say. I would say feet ain't titties might be a shirt that both sexes might wear. Maybe.
It's just, but then you got to have the word titties on your shirt. I mean, of course, another one, you got to have the word fart on your shirt.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd buy, you know what? I guess it's just like people who are going to like that are going to be like, I love having titties on my shirt. I don't care.
Yeah.
All my good clothes got titties on them.
I mean, you could, yeah. I mean, you don't want to exit out, do you?
Me? No. Yeah. Hell no. No. It stays on here.
Yeah, it's got to stay on there. I think they're both good. I think we're talking about your crowd.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not selling it to Nordstrom, right?
No, of course not.
Yeah.
No. But I mean, who knows? I mean, the sky's the limit. I don't like to put myself in a box. You know what I'm saying? If Nordstrom wants to holler, like holler.
Yeah, no, 100%. By the way, I think Nordstrom would be more interested in I
not
think
the fart one.
Farted.
Well, if we just put it on the back of a bomber jacket, Nordstrom would fucking buy it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, that's what's up. But feet ain't titties. Here's why I like feet ain't titties too, because it's one of those things that, like, maybe you'd think it needs some explanation, but somebody'd read that and somebody'd be like, they sure ain't, and then just walk off. Like, they would immediately get it. They're like, yeah.
There's a lot of feet ain't titties. I mean, Gary's, you know.
I mean, me and you've been doing comedy long enough. You know what's happening. I mean, I'm definitely, as soon as we get off this, I'm gonna write feet ain't titties into a joke. That way I can justify selling the shirt. I mean, that's happening.
Oh, I have a lot of faith in both of those.
Yeah, I do too. Oh, trust me, the joke's gonna be great. I don't know what's gonna. I mean, it's probably just gonna be. This will end. I swear, you know me. This will turn into a 10 to 12-minute bit on being more sexually open-minded as it pertains to foot fetishes, and the end will be something along the lines of, "But as my papa always said, feet ain't titties." You know. Later, y'all. I'm Corey Forrester. I'll be here all week.
That's it right there. I mean, that's the whole fucking. I'm sprinting out of my chair to get a T-shirt. Get the fuck out of my way! I need a feet ain't titties.
God, you're right, dude. I'm gonna pay off my fucking house this year with that shirt.
By the way, I look like the guy who farted. Don't yeah,
it stays
because that has a very niche, strong market.
I agree. Because again, I think it's one of those situations where people aren't going to be buying it for themselves. They're going to be buying it for their buddy who they always say looks like he farted as a gag gift. So like they're not going to buy it for themselves. They'll spend $20 to give that to their buddy just so their buddy will be like, God damn it, final word, I farted.
Yeah. I mean, for sure, I would probably buy. It would be one of those T-shirts where I would buy 3. Like,
Yeah,
I would buy
right.
1 for me, and 2 for 2 other specific people.
I'm so glad to know that you do that too, because I literally just like 2 months ago bought 3 of the same T-shirts. I was like,
Yeah.
me and my boys we gotta have the same ones.
Yeah,
I bought us all. We watched that Mike Tyson fight, and Snoop Dogg commentated it, and we were just all talking about how fucking awesome Snoop Dogg was. So I went that night and bought us all matching fucking Snoop Dogg shirts, and then we were just like, do you know how fucking lame we would actually be if we all 3 went anywhere wearing these? And I was like, we gotta do it.
This Josh just needs both of them.
This was a very productive meeting.
I mean, this really is. All right, guys, give us one more question that we definitely don't know the answer to. And by the way, I don't even know how many of these we've answered.
I think 2.
Yeah, maybe.
By the way, I really love your roach clip there. That's amazing.
Oh, the baby hand.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Here's how I know I'm high. I just now noticed it. Okay. I'm sure you've had it on there the whole time.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Did you notice this dude over here?
Mr. McConaughey, yes. Hey, buddy. All right.
All right.
Are you outside?
I am.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Are you?
No, I'm in my hot ass office that needs air conditioner.
Oh shit.
I also just got, I literally walked into my house from a 7.5 hour drive through my suitcase on the bed, walked up and hit the link, timed it perfect.
I mean, you nailed that.
I know.
Did that feel good? Did it feel?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah. It felt really
it?
good. I would have been early to my house, but on travel days when you can't stop eating for some reason, like and I'm a huge fan. I love that we live in the time of the chicken sandwich wars. I think it's this so far my favorite war. Huge fan. I can't wait till the reenactments. So I stopped at like anytime I see a place that has one of the they're advertising their new. They're like, we're going to take on Popeyes. I'm like, we'll fucking see. Pull over. An hour later, see another one. I'm like, we'll see. And I ate 3 chicken sandwiches today and a chicken biscuit. 8-hour drive. I needed my strength.
Listen, when I said I eat a lot on travel days.
Mm-hmm. You meant like bag of nuts? Yeah. No, I go hard.
No, man. But I will tell you, the last time I drove with my dog, right? And we got out to pee. And we both had to pee. And when I was peeing, he just walked right in front of me. I fucking...
You peed on his face?
I peed from fucking nose to ass. He ran right past me. And
I bet it didn't even bother him.
No, but it bothered me. I had to get back in the fucking car with him.
Right. Just a piss dog.
Oh my God. I was like, Jesus, he's so.
But yeah, 3 sandwiches.
Yeah.
Popeyes, Bojangles, Zaxby's. And that's the order of ranking, by the way, just to let you know.
When you eat those, do you eat them concurrently?
You mean one right after the other?
Yeah.
Oh no, I mean it was a like I was like, oh, there's a Bojangles on this exit. I like the first off, I would like to say the Bojangles one started off normal because it's like I'm leaving. This is late. It's 12 o'clock. I was like, I'm gonna stop by Bojangles. I'm on the road. Eat the Bojangles sandwich, and I was like, oh, it's pretty good, not bad. Then an hour and a half later, I was driving by and I saw that there was a Popeyes, and I was like, I shouldn't eat because I was like, I shouldn't eat, but Popeyes, their chicken sandwich is the best. So I stopped and I ate it. So it was an hour and a half between it. And then, God damn it, I know 35 beers. And I drank like 30 beers the day before. So then I eat the Popeyes one and I'm like, hell yeah, this is what we play for because that one's the best. Like that shit is great. Then like probably an hour and a half, 2 hours later, I'm driving on the road and I saw that Zaxby's has just entered the chicken sandwich wars with their signature sandwich and I'd never had it.
Yeah.
And then and you also got to understand too, when you just down, and I'd had a chicken biscuit that morning, I forgot to mention. But my point is, when you've already had a chicken biscuit and 2 chicken sandwiches, you don't go, oh, well, a third one's going to kill me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you're already in this. You're already at the point of like, look, you're just playing for tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You're already done. So yeah, man, I did that. Like I'm a dude on travel days that I drank the night before. I'm a bottomless pit, and I will never fill that void.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever thought of this? Do you have something against chickens?
I'm a big fan of them, but yeah, it's like I love what they do. I love their work.
Yeah,
but I mean,
word is out on the street with you at the chicken farm, man.
Watch out.
Yo, you see Corey coming. Get the fuck out of here.
I love them. I mean, have you had Popeye's chicken sandwich?
You ask me if I've had a Popeye's chicken sandwich?
Yeah.
Never.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I could eat 3 right now. Easy.
All right,
Easy.
If I'm gonna go eat one, and I'm gonna, this is it. So this week I'll just go get one.
Popeye's spicy chicken sandwich. Get that one. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. And by the way, I would like to. I know I've just sat here and embarrassed myself. I've also lost 35 pounds since October, so I'm doing better. I'm doing better, but sometimes I'm weak, and I'm so worried about going back on the road because I've been doing good here, and then the first day I travel, I'm just like,
yeah. Yeah. That's why I just put everything in my bag.
That's a good move. That is the solid move. The first couple runs we've got back are all like southern dates, and so because I live in like a pretty centrally located place, I'll be able to drive, and I'm like, you just take your stuff, buddy. You just pack all the stuff that you normally eat, and it'll be all right. But then when I got to get on them airports, man, god dang.
Are you going to be traveling with a cooler?
I've done it.
Yeah, me too.
I've done it, and I'm always so happy when I do. I'm always so happy.
You get everything you want.
I got everything I want, and I do a lot of protein drinks as meal replacements, and dude, just put the powder in the car and then put the almond milk in the cooler. You're good to go. But again, man, I have a couple beers, and that goddamn Taco Bell Nachos Bel Grande starts singing the siren song. Just go to sleep, you little baby. Go to sleep, you little baby. And I'm just like Waller and drunk. Turn me into a toad, you sandwich.
Dude. I mean, by the way, Taco Bell used to wreck me.
Like intestinally or like?
But I couldn't.
You loved it.
I couldn't help it.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, I couldn't help it.
I get legit mad when people shit on it.
What is there? You know what's coming your way.
You know what's up.
Are you expecting fine dining? It's
fucking what's up.
Taco Bell.
Yeah.
So
it's like people who used to go see Andrew Dice Clay. Can you believe he said that? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I totally can believe that he said that.
It's when people are like, I got diarrhea. What happened? I got that gas station sushi. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens.
That's right. That's what happens.
You deserve that.
Yeah, there's really no question about that.
Yeah.
All right.
Here's the thing. If I'm eating Taco Bell, joke's on you. I was gonna have diarrhea anyways.
Okay, let me ask you. Here's the question. There's one that says, and by the way, Doomver says buttercream dream, baby.
What up?
Okay. the state bird of Minnesota.
Ooh, the whippoorwill.
Huh?
It's the whippoorwill. How
Is it?
amazing would it be if that's right?
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm gonna say, and why do you say whippoorwill?
It's the first bird that came to my mind, and there's almost no way that's true because that has to be a southern bird because whippoorwills in like every country song from the 80s and 90s had something that longer than the song of a whippoorwill. Like that's a very southern bird.
Can I tell you, it's the first time I've ever heard that bird
Really?
in my life.
Really?
A
You never
whippoor-
heard that Randy Travis song? My love is deeper than the holler, longer than the river. And then it ends with a
No.
longer than the song of a whippoorwill. Yeah, whippoorwill.
Can I
That's a
tell
bit-
you something?
yeah,
Can I tell you
yeah.
something? Which is
Sure.
this is gonna sound blasphemous.
Okay.
But I remember when I discovered how many #1 hits Randy Travis and George Strait have.
Lot.
It's like
George Strait's bananas. He put out a double album one time that was just 50 his at the time 50 #1 hits. Dude, when you have 50, first off, if you've ever had 3 to 4 #1 hits, you go to the mailbox
I think
every 3
George-
months.
I think George Strait has had it was like 60 or something #1 hits.
When you have 60 #1 hits, you go to the mailbox every 3 months and you get a check bigger than me and you've ever seen in our goddamn life.
Jeez.
Every 3 months. That's crazy.
Yeah, Ryan never heard of that either.
So I assume it's not the whippoorwill.
These are all do you think these are the getting laid songs? So I'm gonna say you're saying whippoorwill. I'm gonna
there's no
say okay. So the Gophers, Vikings, Timberwolves. So it's got to be something cold weather.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. A penguin.
yeah, like
Well, that's not a bird, but
but is it?
it's not a bird. That's a mammal.
Yeah.
I think I'd just be pulling that out of my ass too. But I think a penguin's like us somehow.
I don't think it's a bird either.
It's not. It's not a. Wait, maybe it is a bird. Dude, I'm so stupid. I'm blaming it on. I'm gonna blame it on high, but really, I'm just a dumb person.
Hold on. Does anybody in the chat know the answer to this? No, of course not. Because
no, penguin is a bird. I'm so stupid.
Corey is right.
Wait, it's a bird and a fish. God damn, son, they got a lot going on.
A bird and a fish?
I guess. Or I guess that's just amphibious. But it can't fly. But man, I am high and stupid. Good God.
But a chicken doesn't fly. Is a chicken a bird? A chicken's
a bird. We've actually described how we have a word for how chickens fly here in the South. They don't fly. They because that's all they do. Look at somebody.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah, that's what they do.
You know, every time they're like, "Oh, it feels like this is the time."
I got it. Yeah, I got it.
My son of a bitch.
Yep, all day, every day until they fucking get eaten by me in Jacksonville, Florida.
There is that one spot where it looks like they're about to, and it just fucking
never works
every time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty fun to watch. It's one of the. It's you know what I've really started to have fun watching is those videos. I've seen 2 in the last, or maybe 3 in the last 2 days, of goats or sheep just ramming people.
I love that shit, dude. I love that stuff. Also, videos of women falling down for some reason. I should probably you can't just say that. Like,
Yeah, probably not.
it's there's this Reddit thread that's called like "Hold My" or what could go wrong. So it's not always women falling down, but so much of it is like a girl on a bachelorette trip trying to like put her girlfriend on her shoulders, and then she just like flips her backwards off of a lake house.
Yeah,
It's a lot of that. So
Yeah.
I shouldn't just be like, I like watching women fall down. It's a little more nuanced than that, but barely. They all look like my wife is the point. They're all like blonde, big boob girls on Bachelorette. And I'll always sit and I'm like, this is you, Amber. And she's like, oh my God, it is.
Yo, my favorite day to watch YouTube is July 5th.
Oh, yeah.
There are so many firework accidents.
Yeah.
I get up, I make some coffee.
Dude, you know the late shift nurses on July 4th fucking hate their life.
How many times they call in?
I mean, we got a buddy here that when I was a kid, he had a glass eye, and it was a wild thing to see as a kid. Like, I knew something was up, but I didn't know what. He had a glass eye because he was just on the other side of the lake, and somebody shot a bottle rocket from the other side of the lake, and it hit him directly in the eye. And that was fucking all she wrote for that eye. I don't really like them. I'm a bad redneck because I'm just not really a fan of fireworks. I don't like them.
How old? This
dude, he was like, I think he was in his 20s when it happened.
Oh.
So yeah, that's even worse to me. Is like if a bottle rocket shot your eye out at like 4, it's like, well, you hadn't even seen titties with that other eye yet. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know what you're missing much. But if it's in like your 20s, like that fucking sucks.
Yeah, but don't you at least have a reference?
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
One eye, that'd be rough, man. But yeah, firework, boom, got him. I don't like the loud noises. I don't like none of that stuff. But I do love hearing about people blowing their thumbs off.
You are jumpy.
I'm such a pussy, man. I am. I can't lie.
All right, dude. Well, listen, man. I mean, I think we came up with 2 pretty genius ideas.
I agree. I was not expecting to leave here with like a money-making idea, but I should have known better.
Well, when you get this dude over here.
You're damn right.
This dude over your shoulder.
Amen.
You know, I'm moving because I'm thinking you'll be able to see him better, but he's not moving.
I see him. He's not moving now.
Yeah. Hold on one second. No. There you go. You deserve the full McConaughey.
Man, what a good-looking guy.
That dude?
It's unbelievable.
That dude?
It's unbelievable.
I mean, tell me the truth. Do you still get it wrong when you go over your shoulder and point?
Oh, yeah, every time.
Every fucking time.
I'm horrible on that. And by the way, we've been doing we've only had a year and a half to get really good at virtual stuff, and I'm horrible at it. Like, I'm constantly like, see, boom, I was gonna point at the StreamYard thing. I pointed at the wrong spot. I'm stupid. It's right there. That's where it is. Yeah, no, I suck at it.
It's embarrassing. I do it every time.
Oh yeah, I mentioned earlier in the show that I'm very geography dumb. Like, I don't know where stuff is. That's not exclusive to countries and states. Like, that's just directionally dumb. I never know if somebody's like, it's the people. I'll be like, hey, where's so and so? They're like, oh, you just get over to you know where the blank is? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, it's just west of that. I'm like, I'm gonna need you to not say west of that. Like, I'm not gonna be somewhere and be like, all right, there's west. I mean, I know I could start looking at the sun and shit. Like, some people just like the confidence with which they talk to me about things, thinking that I know anything, is unbelievable. Like, my nurse, I gotta just go to the doctor and she'll just tell me my blood pressure, and then she'll like go to walk off, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna need you to tell me if the numbers you just said were good or not. Yeah. You can't just say a number and then I'm supposed to be like, cool. Look at me. Do you think I look like a guy who knows what good blood pressure is? I fucking don't.
Yeah. They'll just say it out loud. You're like, should I go somewhere? Are we good?
Well, I guess you said it worse if it was bad. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Sometimes I will tell you, sometimes I think it's good though. Like I make sure people have real low expectations.
Mm-hmm.
So then when I come in, they're like, "Oh, okay."
I
You
think
know what
that's
I mean?
Yeah, I think that's honestly the key to my success.
Yeah.
Really, it's been unintentional. Is like people, they expect I don't have to ever be that smart. I just have to be not the dumbest redneck in the whole world, and people are just like, "Oh man, look at that! All right," you know what I mean? So like the bar is pretty low.
What does that mean? 120 over 80.
Yeah, see, I don't know. I think that here's all I know is that I have insanely good blood pressure. That's crazy, but I wouldn't know the number. I think 120 over 80 is good.
But what do the front and back ones mean?
One's metabolic and one's anabolic. Or but I don't know what that means. I just said that.
Are
It
there
doesn't. I
any
don't know.
doctors or nurses underneath? Okay. Laura? Do you know? No. Okay.
120 over 80 is perfect, says Justin.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's probably
Okay.
what mine is.
Oh, it's this.
Okay, yeah. So I said one's metabolic and one's anabolic. That's steroids. That's what I was talking about.
But I was like, that sounds right.
Yeah, well, whatever.
So, I mean,
Why wouldn't Corey know? He didn't go to college.
I mean, you said it with enough confidence. I was like, I mean, he's in.
Yeah, right.
He nailed it. All right, man. Well, look. Thank you. Oh, you know what? I forgot to show you. We gave away earlier.
Okay.
I don't know.
Fart books.
Huh?
You gave away one of your fart books.
Oh, I would never.
Oh, that's tremendous. That is a vegan protein links.
Yep, in a giant can.
Man, I'll tell you what, if you want to get my people to start eating vegan stuff, put it in a can. You know what I mean? Do it up like that because notice they hid the word vegan at the very, very top away from your eyes. They definitely are just like, look, we can get some of these people to think these is a big ass tub of Vienna sausages. I know we can. They'll try them. And then, yeah, I think that's really smart. That's really smart marketing.
They were in a health food store.
In that can. God, that's amazing.
I know. That's why I had to buy. I had to.
Have you tried them?
Oh, nah. I'm gonna.
I can tell you, I did vegan for 2 weeks. I enjoyed it. I genuinely found some really, really good foods. I'm a huge vegetable guy, anyways. But the one thing that I remember being like, never again will I ever fucking try this was like all of the vegan hot dogs that I tried were just like, because my whole thing with that is like, you know what I would rather have than a vegan hot dog? Just a salad. Like I don't need to. I would rather have a salad because this is the worst fucking thing I've ever had. So I'm sure though that like, you know, there's the train. I'm sure that they're making some leaps and bounds because, you know, it's getting a lot more popular. But that shit right there looked disgusting.
Yeah. Listen, this stuff here is like, so when you go into a health food store, you never see packaging like this.
That's what I'm saying. They're trying to get my papaw, dude.
Yeah. They're, and you know what? It's
that
like,
looks like what was waiting on you when you got home from war.
dude. It's yeah, it's so vegetable and grain protein links.
I'm out. Again, I know. Yeah, I'm out. I know that people have to, you know, some people have to do the vegan thing. That's fine. But like, again, I would just have a salad. Fuck that.
I'm with you on that. All right, my man.
All right, brother.
Tell people if you want them to know anything.
Look, if you want to know anything, you can go to just CoreyRyanForster.com and you can just Google me, Corey Ryan Forster. Stuff pops up. I got the Well Read podcast with my buddy Trey Crowder and Drew Morgan. And stay tuned because we got some cool stuff in the works.
All right, my man.
All right, brother. Take care and smoke some more weed, you lunatic.
Yeah, great talking to you. And listen, dude.
Yeah, man.
I'm saying the feet and titties.
I'm sending them my merch people tomorrow. So you'll be able to get that at CoreyRyanForster.com very soon.
That's my guess. My guess is that's the big one.
Absolutely.
All right, buddy. Later.
All right, bro.
All right, everybody. That was fun. I got to get out of here. I'm shooting a music video tomorrow. But I love you. Thanks for a fun night. All right. See you later, everybody.